By this time next week, Texas lawmakers will be back at work for the special session. And on the agenda, several items Governor Greg Abbott thinks will lower your property tax bills. KVUE political reporter Ashley Godot is live at the Capitol. And Ashley, one of these items got a lot of pushback during the regular session.
Equity, you're talking about a bill to decrease how much cities can increase your property taxes without a rollback election. Controversial because city leaders and first responders fear they won't have enough money to meet the needs of their communities.
It's a problem Austin homeowners know all too well, the sting of rising property taxes, a problem Governor Greg Abbott wants addressed in the special session.
Texans need property tax reform right now. I'm calling on the legislature to pass SB 2.
You remember SB 2, the work of Senator Paul Bettencourt. It would reduce the amount cities and counties can increase property taxes from 8% to 4%. And if they wanted to raise taxes by more than that, they'd have to call an election. Supporters say it will reform spiraling property taxes, but law enforcement and firefighters from across the state spoke against it, arguing they're already short-staffed because of funding and this would make it worse. Ed Vanino is Austin's deputy chief financial officer.
If that had happened this year, it would have resulted in a $17.4 million impact to our revenue of our general fund revenue. So, you have to understand, in our general fund, 70% of that money goes to fund public safety.
Abbott also has another idea to address taxes, one he presented last session that he's bringing back up.
I'm calling on the legislature to pass either a law or to amend our Constitution to provide that neither state spending nor local spending can exceed the growth in population and inflation.
Population growth is seemingly easy to calculate, but calculating inflation can be more difficult. Economists say that's because the Consumer Price Index, which is used to measure inflation, doesn't account for productivity. Vanino says that's not the only issue.
That CPI you often hear about, it's generally a basket of consumer goods, so the price of bread and the price of milk, and it goes up every year. The city doesn't buy a lot of bread and milk. What we do is we hire people. We have employee costs.
Vanino says employee costs increase faster than the CPI, especially as the cost of health care increases. Factors lawmakers will have to consider when working to figure out how to give homeowners tax relief.
Dozens of lawmakers argue to really lower property taxes, the state has to fix the school finance system. Abbott has added creating a task force to look into that on the special session agenda as well. Live at the Capitol, Ashley Godot, KVUE News.